You've just taken the first step in a long journey, a journey toward a new you. And I thank you for choosing me to help you make this decision. Now, if you followed the advice in this DVD and combine it with my supplements with diet and exercise, you will absolutely see results. And because I can't be there to coach you in person, I've created this DVD to help motivate you and inspire you. You can lose the weight. Hi, everyone. Don't you just want to walk into a room and just have people do that to you all the time? It's like the best feeling in the entire world. It's like to walk in and have everyone applaud. I love it. Well, hi, my name is Bob Harper, and I am so excited to have all you guys here today. First of all, let me just give you a little history of where I come from. I'm originally from Nashville, Tennessee. I grew up on a cattle farm, and I got out of school and I was looking for what my purpose was. I was looking for my direction. You know, you get out of high school, and I couldn't afford to go to college, so I was kind of looking for a place for myself. I was looking to think, what am I going to do with this life that's ahead of me right now? You know, everyone keeps saying, you've got the whole world ahead of you. I'm like, yeah, but I don't know what that means. So I remember first thing I did was I moved to the big city, and I was trying to figure out exactly what I was supposed to do with my life. And here I am living in my one-bedroom apartment, and I was living right next door to this gym. And I wasn't a fit person. I didn't get into sports when I was in school, and I didn't do a lot of physical activity. So it wasn't until after school, and after I graduated from high school, living next door to this gym, I remember seeing these people kind of coming in and out, and they would go in all stressed out from the day, and they would walk out sweaty and kind of very smiley and happy. And I remember thinking, these people know something that I don't know, and I want to find out what that is. So I go into this gym. I finally get the courage up. You know, I go get the right sneakers and the right shorts, and I'm just like, I'm ready. I'm ready to walk in there and just like take everyone by storm. Well, let me tell you, I got my butt kicked when I walked into that gym for the very first time. Everyone's so fit, everyone was so healthy and strong, and I walked into that place, and a really funny story, I go into this exercise class, and I was convinced midway through the class that my shoes were all wrong. They were too heavy, because I didn't understand like that people could still be like running and doing all this weight training. They're like kicking around, and I was thinking these shoes are way too heavy. And that's how out of shape I was. And all of a sudden I'm trying to kick my shoes off and thinking I can run on the treadmill without any shoes. I mean, I was losing my mind. But the best thing about it, was I loved it. I walked out of that place, and I was sweating. I was so sore. I woke up the next day. I couldn't walk. I mean, I was so sore that I was having to walk backwards. So my calves didn't get pulled. You know, have you ever been that sore? Have you ever just been that sore? I mean, literally, I'm walking backwards. I had three stairs in my apartment, and I mean, it was just like, was it worth it? I had to really think, you know, because like the three stairs up to the bathroom, and I was just like, do I really need to go to the bathroom? Because I cannot walk up those stairs. So my point is, I was definitely not a fit person, but going into this gym, there was something that just clicked in my head. And I hated it and I loved it, and I still hate it and I still love it all at the same time. But that started the ball rolling for my life and my purpose and my mission. I started going to that gym every single day, and the next thing I knew, the manager of the gym, she asked me if I would consider working the front desk. So I started working the front desk. In my world, every single day, it just started getting bigger, and all of a sudden my head started to like really clear when it came to what I was supposed to do with my life. She then told me that she thought that I'd make a good personal trainer and I'd make a good group fitness instructor. And I started reading all the books because I was self-taught. I started reading every single thing that I could when it came to exercise, diet, and nutrition. And that's what I did. I got my certifications, and I started working with people one-on-one, and I started working with people in a group atmosphere. And the group environment was something that I really enjoyed, because you get a group of people that have the same goals, the same likes, the same dislikes. It's motivation within itself. And I was really excited about that. And I remember the first thing that I was taught was that if I was going to be working with someone one-on-one, I had to take it very personally. It couldn't just be about, here's your exercise program, here's your diet program, and that was going to be it. It had to be a much bigger and broader way of thinking. And what I wanted to do was, I wanted to touch people one-on-one. I wanted to get to a personal level. I wanted to find out what your goals are and make sure that it was something that you could attain, and you weren't trying to compare yourself to anyone else. You weren't trying to compare yourself to the girls or the guys that you see on these covers of magazines. You were just trying to be the best you that you could possibly be. And that's where I really started my whole inside out philosophy, everything that I today still believe in, and it's been over 20 years now. But in Nashville, Tennessee, in this gym, I thought, okay, here I've gotten my feet wet, I've tasted it, I know what it feels like, and I want to do more with this. And I thought if I was really going to do this, I needed to move to the fitness capital of the world, which is Los Angeles, California. Packed up my bags, packed up my little car. It's a little Toyota Tercel, and I drove that thing across country. It was the scariest thing that I had ever done in my life. I left family, I left my friends. I mean, I grew up in this state that just kept me comfortable and kept me almost insulated. And I thought, well, you know, if you've got to reach whatever goals that you have, whatever you want, you've got to really put yourself out there. And so that's exactly what I did. Drove all the way across country, made it to Los Angeles, California, and I hit the ground running. It was one of those kind of things. It was do it or die. I had to make sure that I had a job immediately. I had to make sure that I was going to be getting paid in some way, because if I wasn't going to be getting paid, I was not going to be living in Los Angeles, California. And so that's what I did. I really started getting a really great clientele of people, right? It's like people really started gravitating toward me. I became the celebrity fitness trainer in Los Angeles. I worked with some of the top names in the movie business and the music business that you can imagine. And it was fantastic. I thought, wow, this is great. This is my life. This is my career. It was really going, you know? It was like I was getting to go on the road. I was getting to go on to these sets. It was just like, it was a very glamorous life, right? And I remember thinking, wow, this is really great. Years later, I remember having that feeling, and I know that a lot of you can relate to this. It's that feeling where it's almost like the universe is tapping you on the shoulder. It's like, you know, what's next? What are you supposed to be doing next with your life? Because we all get very comfortable. We all get very set in our ways. We all like that routine. And I was making a good living. Everything was going great, but there was something lacking in my life. I felt like there was still more that I needed to do. There was something more that was left to be done. I could feel it in my heart. And it's just like, I remember thinking, well, maybe it's not the fitness business anymore. Maybe I should be doing something else. And as soon as my brain started going in that direction, that feeling of, okay, maybe I did it all in the fitness business. Maybe there's something else that I should be doing. So here I am on the very first day of this brand new show that I was on, and I was excited. I'd been working with these guys and these girls that were so fit, so strong, so healthy. Well, they were thin. These girls that were just going from like, you know, I'm a size 4 and I want to be a size 0. I mean, like, that's not even a 0. What? I don't even know what that means, 0. But the guys that were like, I want my 6-pack to be an 8-pack. I'm like, oh my God, is nothing ever not good enough? First day of shooting, my team comes down the stairs, and it was this huge wake-up call. I was being stared in the face with the state of affairs of America. here it was. The United States of America, land of the free. And that day changed my whole life, because this show that was all about diet and exercise, I'm seeing the everyday, the average mother, father, brother, sister coming down that stairs. And this girl's not looking to be a size 4 or a size 0. She's looking to get her life back. And that to me was, and I get chills when I talk about it, because I love it and I believe in it, and I believe in everything that we're going to be talking about today. And that to me changed my life. It was about, yes, diet and exercise. A routine is extremely important, and we're going to be talking about that later. But again, it goes back to what I was taught when I first started working with people. It's about taking it personally. It's about making you be the best you that you can possibly be. And I want you guys to know that whatever goals that you have, you can absolutely reach your goals. It takes discipline. It takes resolve. It takes a routine. And that's what I believe in. I believe in it wholeheartedly. It's that motivation. Because when it comes to motivation, it's one of the number one questions I get every single day. If I'm at the airport, if I'm at the grocery store, wherever I am, Bob, on every social networking that's out there, Bob, what do I need to do to get started? I really want to change, but I lack the motivation. Bob, I start to get motivated, and then all of a sudden, I lose that motivation. Does that make sense? It's like, I know that and all the people that I've worked with on the show, I'll tell you exactly what I tell them. It's a day-to-day process. When you look at what you want to achieve, look at your end result, right? Here's point A, and then all of a sudden, over on this side, here's point Z. Okay, how do you get there? You have to get there in a way that you can sustain well after Z. You have to do a plan. You have to find a way that works for you, that you can actually sustain this life. Again, people come up to me like, Bob, I want to make a lifestyle change. They've heard that word, they've heard that phrase on every daytime talk show that is out there, every self-help book. Lifestyle change, lifestyle change, lifestyle change, lifestyle change. I'm like this. Right. You want a lifestyle change? Well, then you have to change your life. You want a lifestyle change, you have to divorce yourself from those old ways, those old patterns that never worked for you, or they worked for you in a short term. So you look at it that way. I'm going to start small. I'm going to change what I can change right here and right now. You get yourself in that mentality of, when I get to that point Z, what did I do to get there, and how can I continue? Because it's, again, I'll talk about like anybody that's won the show that I work on, the bride that wants to look so good in that wedding dress. And I mean, girls, you can relate to that, right? I mean, if you've been married or you're going to get married, it's like that question, Bob, I want to look so good in my wedding dress. Great. Bob, I want to win the show. I want to win all that money and everything's going to be great. Great. Bob, I'm going to my class reunion. I want to lose weight. I want them to see that life is good for me, and I can fit in those skinny jeans and that nice suit, and I want to get back in my college football uniform, whatever it is. Great. That's what you want to do. I get it. I get all these goals. But what we have to think about is the day after the wedding, the day after, when you're pulling the confetti out of your hair and you're the grand prize winner. What next? What are you going to do? And it's all about continuing to keep that motivation and realizing that life has its ups and life has its downs. Things are going to be so great for you some days, and then all of a sudden, they're not going to be great. You started on a plan, you started on my plan, and all of a sudden, you're losing weight and everything's great, and then all of a sudden, you get a month into it, number might not be changing on the scale right now. You're thinking, I worked so hard. Why is the scale not showing the results? What is it? And that's when people taper off. That's when they start to lose that motivation. There's a phrase that I honestly believe in, and I'm gonna tell it to you again and again and again. It's something that I have on a bracelet that I wear all the time, and it says, believe in yourself, trust the process, and change forever. It's really great in the beginning to have all that faith, have all that trust, because you can see it. It's tangible. The numbers are changing. Your genes are fitting a little differently. Everything's really great. But then all of a sudden, it becomes a routine. It becomes mundane. It becomes boring. It's like that's why people lose motivation, because it becomes boring. It's like, you talk to anybody that you see in the gym. You talk to anybody that you see a body that you admire. Go up to them. Go up to that person that you think looks great. How do you do it? What do you do? And it is something that they have to think about it on a daily basis. They got to make the proper food choices. They got to work schedule with kids and a boss and a wife and a husband and responsibilities coming at them. They have to find a way to reprioritize and put themselves at the top of their list so they can keep going. I'll tell you a story, and then I'm going to open up the floor to questions. But when it comes to working with women, and I've worked with now many, many women across the country. And when I work with women and the responsibilities that mothers have to their children and to their family, that mother is going to be at the bottom of her priority list on any given day. Worked with women that just can't even think in those terms. Bob, what you're telling me to do is foreign. What you're telling me to do is crazy, because I've got to be there for my kids. I got to be there for my husband. I am holding this house together. And women hold the house together. And to get her to start thinking, the more you take care of yourself, the more you're going to be there for your children. The more that you set an example to your daughter or your son, the ways to live a healthy and happy life, the better your whole family unit will be. It's almost like using that word selfish. And I think the word selfish has gotten a bad rap. I think that being selfish at times is a good thing. Because if you find that time for you, no matter when it is, you find 30 minutes to an hour 4 to 6 times a week, is that really a lot of time? Is that really a lot of time when you have got your kids and your husband and your boss that are just pulling at you and pulling at you and pulling at you, because they always will. If you have kids, they are relentless. They need attention every minute of every single day. And to find that time, and then again, because the way that my brain works, and it changed that first day of shooting my show, because I remember thinking, all right, I'm going to tell you what to eat. I'm going to tell you what to buy at the grocery store. I'm going to tell you all these things. And all of a sudden, my single mother is looking at me going, well, that's well and good, Bob, but I can't afford the groceries that you're telling me to buy. I don't have help when it comes to my children. So now what? And so that's always how my brain works. What are you going to do? Does it mean that you're going to get up 30 minutes earlier to go on that walk? Because I think one of the simplest things that you can do that doesn't cost a penny is getting up and going on a walk, brisk walk, 30 to 45 minutes. If you've never done it before, your body's going to start to see results. If you've done it for a while, you change it up and you start going faster. You start adding running intervals into it. You do something like that is for you, simple, done, and then all of a sudden you can go throughout the rest of your day. So to me, you can change anything that you want as long as you have that discipline and as long as you have that resolve to make it happen. You start off small. You don't change everything all at once. You realize that you want to make a lifestyle change. This is going to be something that hopefully you're going to be doing for the rest of your life. It's everything that you can do to change this life for the lifestyle change that you're looking for. And when it gets tough and it gets monotonous and maybe you're not seeing the results, believe in yourself, trust the process, and change forever. And it will absolutely work. I know it. I've seen it. I'm with my people on a daily basis, and I see that inner resolve that we all have. And what my job is to find that light bulb in your head and turn it on. Because once that light bulb comes on, watch out, because there is nothing that you won't be able to do. So, thank you so much for listening to me.
Hi. I've carried my extra weight around for a long time, and I've tried to lose it a whole bunch of times, and I just want to know if there's still hope for me.
Oh, there's absolutely hope for you. I think the main thing that I would tell you, it's all about being consistent. What I said before about if you decide to make a change in your life, you've got to find a way that works for you. You make these small changes, and then you stay on your course. It's about being consistent. It's about finding a proper way of eating. It's about finding the time to exercise in your schedule. And then when you stay on that and you consistently do this, you'll absolutely achieve the results that you want. Keep hope alive. Because I think that people get very hopeless. They start to feel like, I seem to be carrying this weight around, and I can't get it off, and I've done everything, and I've lost some and I've gained some. And you really have to look back at your life and go, okay, here's an honest assessment of what I've been doing. And the more honest you are with yourself, the more you'll be able to change what isn't working. People always come up to me, Bob, I eat the way that you tell me to, and I exercise when you tell me to, but I'm not seeing any results. I'm like, all right, well, I believe you. I believe you. Let's start looking at your daily plan. Let's start seeing what you're eating. Let's start making everything that you consume accountable. Make sure you are finding time. And when you start doing that, all of a sudden, people start seeing where they might have been tripping up. So be hopeful and be consistent.
Hi, Bob. When it comes to diet and exercise, let's just say I can use some help. Is there a simple way to get on the right track to losing weight?
The simplest thing I can tell you when it comes to losing weight is walking. A brisk walk for about 30 minutes will definitely do the job, and it's not going to cost you any money. People are always like saying to me, well, I don't have a gym near me, I live out in the country, whatever the case may be. You always have your sneakers and you can walk outside. It can be something as simple as going on a 30-minute walk. If you feel like you're at a level that becomes too easy, incorporate more running, walk faster, and always make sure that you've got good, strong shoes on your feet to protect your joints. That to me is by far the simplest thing. But on my show, one of the main things that I have my people do for homework, we have this area, we call it the mile. It's like they're walking the mile. And there's low stress on the body, and it's a good way to burn calories. So I think that is one of the easiest things to do. Now, when it comes to going to the grocery store, you're going to the grocery store, if you start shopping on the outer perimeters, we've all heard this before. It makes the most sense because the foods that are on the outer perimeters of your grocery store are going to be the ones that are going to be not so processed. They're going to be more natural. That's where you're going to find all your fruits, your vegetables, products like that. Inside those lanes, there's going to be a lot of junk food that I'd want you to stay away from, a lot of the processed foods. So stick with going more whole foods and find time in your schedule to go for that walk. It can't be simpler than that.
Hi, Bob. I know what I need to do to lose weight, but I have a lot of trouble putting down my fork and I don't have much willpower. Do you have any tips for me?
I like to eat too. And that's the one thing. When it comes to eating and losing weight, a lot of times people don't put the two together. You've got to eat to lose weight. The last thing you want to do is skip meals. If you skip meals, so many people I've worked with think, well, if I get up in the morning and I don't eat, that's going to be beneficial for me, right? Because I've got to watch those calories, and I know that it's all about calories in, calories out. if you set your body up that way, all of a sudden your energy level is going to be down. So if you eat consistently through the day, you're going to have more discipline and more resolve when it comes to eating later at night. I know a lot of people like that late night eating because chances are they haven't eaten very much in the earlier part of the day, and it's almost like, I haven't eaten, I'm ravenous. You never want to get to that place where you're ravenous, because that's when you're just going to throw all caution to the wind and just do whatever it is that you want. Okay? It's the last thing in the world that you want to do. Yes, watch your portion sizes. I get people eating on smaller plates because it looks like it's more food. You think about having those little tricks, then those little tricks tend to work. But at the end of the day too, if you've been eating right, you've got to know when to stop eating when you're full. And the slower that you eat, the more your brain can process when you're full. What happens is a lot of people, they get really hungry. They're eating in the car. They're eating really fast. They've only got a certain amount of time to eat. They're shoveling it in. And they don't realize, wait a minute, I've eaten a lot of food. So those are a few tips for you. And one other thing when it comes to that, don't eat in your car. Don't eat in your car. I think it's one of the biggest tips I tell people all the time. If you do eat in the car, it's almost like it doesn't count. It's kind of like people always say, well, when I'm traveling on a plane, the food really doesn't count. If I'm sitting in a dark movie theater, that really doesn't count. Yeah, it counts. It all counts. So get yourself a little bit more discipline and make sure that you're eating more consistently through the day. Okay?
Hi, Bob. What should I do if I give in to my cravings and overeat?
Okay, there's a phrase where I come from that says, don't throw out the baby with the bathwater. If all of a sudden you find yourself in a situation that you are at a party and you have indulged, right? Or you have these cravings and you can't live until you've gone through, whatever it is that you wanted to go through, then I say go for it. But what I really want you to focus on is that if you find yourself falling off the wagon, it's time to get yourself back on the wagon. Realize that if you did go to that party, wake up the next day with a newfound purpose, right? Okay, I did indulge, but I'm getting myself back on track, because it is about getting yourself on that proper eating schedule that I always tell people, and that exercise program. Life's going to come at you. You're going to go to parties and you're going to have the birthday cake. I mean, it's going to be your birthday. You want to have your birthday cake. It's like, so I'm going to tell you, it's okay as long as you find yourself getting back on your course. And when you get yourself back on course, it's going to be okay. And now there's going to be one little trick. I do this with a lot of people that I work with. You decide. I get people to say, what's your favorite thing? And I'll just say, let's just say cake, because I said cake, and I like cake. You're going to find out that the piece of cake that you really like, say it has, 600 calories. That's being nice, because I didn't throw any ice cream on top of it or anything like that. I'm saying I didn't sprinkle anything on it. I didn't drizzle anything on it. I'm saying 600 calories. Get this in the back of your head. Go to the gym one day and get on the treadmill, and don't get off that treadmill until you have burned 600 calories. Now you're going to have that point of reference. So when you're at that party again, and that cake is staring at you, you're going to say to yourself, is it worth it? Is it worth it? And if it is, great. It's worth it. But ask yourself that question. Is it worth it? Because you knew how hard it was. Now you know how hard it is to burn those 600 calories. I highly recommend doing that trick. I have knocked out a sweet tooth in many, many people by doing that one little trick.
Hey, Bob. So, what would you recommend for a person who's trying to lose weight, but she's surrounded by friends and family who are not?
That's a really good one. And when it comes to your family, I've worked with many wives, for instance, that they say to me, Bob, I really want to lose weight, but my husband is not on board with me. So what does that mean? I'm having to cook 2 meals, sometimes 3 because of the kids. It's really hard. And I think that a lot of times this calls for a family meeting. Because here's what I really do believe. I do believe that our children need our help more than ever. Our children need our help more than ever today. And we have to set an example to our children. And if you get the whole family on board, it could be the smallest thing. It could be changing your white rice and white pasta at a family dinner to a brown rice or a whole wheat pasta. This one little thing makes a huge difference. Turning your white foods into whole grain foods. Focusing on one vegetable that you would bring, one green vegetable that you would bring into the dinner plan. I have to look at it in those small ways because I can't have a woman go back home and want to change everything because that husband is not going to be happy. And it's about the smaller changes that you can do to get your family on board with you. It's those subtle things that you can do. And once you get your family thinking in those terms, you'll start to be able to achieve the results that you want to be able to achieve. I feel for people out there that really do want to make these changes but don't have a supportive family. I think that I can look at it in a whole other way when you've decided, especially with the people that come onto my show, they go back home and they're just kind of like, oh my God, look how much weight I've lost, and I'm going to show you how to eat, and I'm going to show you what to do, and everything's going to be great, and I want you to learn from me. And the family members, their lives have been the same. They haven't had this come to Jesus moment, you know? They haven't seen it. They haven't had the revival at the church. You know, it's like they're just kind of like, wait a minute, what are you talking about? I mean, this is my life. You're wanting to change everything right now? You want to start them off slowly, and you want to take these little tips and change their eating in the most subtle ways, because once you start doing that, they're going to get on board with you. They will start to feel better. But again, I can't stress it enough. Be very gentle. Be very gentle.
Okay, thank you.
I understand that proper nutrition and exercise is essential to lose weight, but how important are dietary supplements?
I believe that dietary supplements are an important part to a proper eating program. Think about it. We live in a world with processed foods. Everything's so prepackaged nowadays. So I believe that it's really important to have a supplement program. There are really great supplements out there that are going to be able to enhance and help your body to achieve the results that you want to be able to achieve.
Hello, Bob. I know a lot of people that lose weight and they just gain it all back. Why does this happen?
I hear this all the time. I've lost all this weight and I gained it back. What happened? Well, it gets hard. People get bored. It becomes so monotonous that they just can't stay on track. And it actually breaks my heart. I try to get people to figure out a way to lose their weight and be able to keep it off. You've got to be able to make sure that however it is you're eating, whatever exercise plan that you're on, it's something that your body and your mind can stay on board with. I get people that come up to me going, Bob, I know if I run, I would lose weight, but I hate to run. So you tell me, is that person going to sustain that? No. I know I'm supposed to eat all these vegetables that you tell me to eat, Bob, but I hate broccoli. We got to find some other vegetables to eat, right? We got to find another way of eating. We got to find some exercises that you like to do. Because you never want to put in all this effort and then just let it fall by the wayside. You've got to find something that you enjoy doing. You got to find the foods that you like to eat. You got to find a way to keep your head in the game and to be motivated and have your support group. I mean, there's so many different factors. There's so many different factors because the odds are against you. The odds are against you. And when you look at it in those terms, I'm like, all right, the odds are against me. I'll take those odds because I'm going to believe in myself every single time.
Hey, Bob. After a long day at work, I'm really tired, and I just don't really want to exercise. So what could I do to motivate me because the couch is so much easier?
The couch is so much easier, and the couch is so much more comfortable, isn't it? It's like couch, bicycle. Okay, here's what I would tell you to do. I like to work out in the morning. I wanted to get it off my to-do list. I want to make sure that when I do come home at the end of the day and I am exhausted from a long day and I do want to get on the sofa and I want to read or I want to watch a little TV, I've already gotten my workout done, right? So I would reprioritize. I would start to look at your time schedule and see if you can work out in the morning. And if it's not a possibility, here's what I want you to do. Remember that trick I said about getting on the treadmill and burning those calories? Now what I want you to do is after you have worked out, I really want you to stop for a moment after that workout where you feel really good, the endorphins are going and you're like, I did that. I feel better. And I always say to myself, I need to remember this feeling for those days when I don't want to go to the gym because that will inspire me to go to the gym. And that's what I would tell you. Remember how good you feel after you work out. Remember that feeling because on those days when you come home and you're exhausted and you didn't have time to go work out that morning, you're going to remember, you know what? I know I'm going to feel better after I do this. And I guarantee you, you will feel better.
Hello, Bob. I'm wondering, should I be more concerned with counting carbs or counting calories?
It's a great question. Calories in, calories out. If you want to lose weight, it can be as easy as math. Make sure that you are consuming the calories that your body needs, burning the calories to lose weight, and when you have a deficit, you will lose weight. Of course, it matters if you're getting the right kind of carbs. I want you to make sure that you have more whole grains. I want you to have more complex carbohydrates as opposed to those real starchy carbs, because what happens is if you start eating those starchy carbs, calories not only will go up, but all of a sudden it can make you crave more food. So eat foods that will sustain the body. But at the end of the day, if you look at how many calories you're consuming and how many calories you're burning, if there is a deficit, you will lose weight. A lot of people don't want to hear about counting calories. I don't want to count calories. I don't want to count calories. And let me tell you, eventually, I don't really want you to count calories as much as I want you to be eating real wholesome foods. But in the beginning, it's all about setting that structure up. And you need to know how many calories are in the foods that you are consuming. It's a big wake-up call for a lot of people. Count your calories.
When I'm at the gym, what's the best cardio machine to use?
I think the best cardio machine that you could use at the gym is the one that you like the most. Because anything that's going to get your heart rate up is going to achieve the results, right? I mean, as long as you get your heart rate up into a good fat-burning zone, you're going to be able to achieve what you want to be able to achieve. You've got to, of course, watch for injuries. I tell people that have knee problems or ankle problems, you want to be able to use the elliptical machine. You want to be able to swim if you've got access to a pool. Takes the weight off the joints. I'm a runner. I like to get on the treadmill a lot. I think that pretty much anything out there, stationary bicycles, they all do the job. You just find what works for you.
Bob, what are the best exercises for toning my thighs and butt?
I have so many women that ask me that all the time. I want to work on my butt. I want to work on my thighs. And I'm going to tell you, pretty much any kind of lunges, squats, leg equipment that's in your gym or that you can do is all excellent. You've got to make sure, though, just like I get the same question, people are always like, I want to get those abs that I'm always looking for that I always see in the magazines. It's about the cardio that you're doing, it's about the nutrition program that you're on, and then it's about those exercises that you should be doing. Yoga is great for your thighs and butts. I mean, lunges, squats, any kind of weight-bearing machines that are in your gym, use them. But make sure that you're just not using them and then just going to the fast food and eating whatever you want. All right? Keep your eating well, nutrition well, and then focus on those exercises at the gym. And then you'll be bouncing quarters off that butt.
So I've been told that breakfast is the most important meal of the day. What do you recommend we have for breakfast?
Breakfast is the most important meal of the day. If you don't listen or hear one thing that I've said today, hear me now. You have got to get up first thing in the morning and get some food in your system. I have been eating oatmeal since I've been a little kid. I think oatmeal is one of the best ways to start your day. It works. It's a good source of complex carbohydrates. It's a good source of fiber. You're going to be feeling fuller longer. You're going to be able to do the workouts that you want to be able to do when you go to the gym. The last thing you'd want to do is go to the gym on an empty stomach. I think that if you go to the gym on an empty stomach, you're going to not be at your optimum, right? So get yourself something into your system. Oatmeal is great. If you eat eggs, if you have eggs, a lot of people always ask me, should I have whole eggs or egg whites? And I always suggest you do the egg whites, add one whole egg in it, because a lot of people tend to get thrown off by the color. So throw in one whole egg. One egg is 80 calories. An egg white is 20. Do the math, have like 3 or 4 egg whites, one egg in there. It's going to be all yellow. It's going to look like what you grew up eating. That's the way to do it. Stick with the whole grain English muffins or toast. You want to stay away from those starchy foods that are going to give you that spike and then drop you down. You want to choose food that is smart food. You want to choose food that you are going to be able to feel the benefits and feel full. That's what I want to look for you. So breakfast is the most important meal of the day.
How often should I work out if I want to lose weight?
How often should you work out if you want to lose weight? In the simplest terms, if you got your heart rate up 30 minutes a day, you will achieve the results that you want to be able to achieve, right? What that means is if you can just find a way to get that heart rate up, get a sweat in, that will classify as a workout to me. So I think when it comes to working out, people that have never worked out before, that's a tall order. So if I can get you working out 3 times a week, you build from 3 times a week, 4 to 5. 6 days a week is going to be optimum, 1 day of rest. Rest is extremely important when it comes to weight loss. Sleep is very important when it comes to weight loss. So think about getting your heart rate up at least 30 minutes a day and having that 1 day of rest, and you will achieve the results you want. Always go for that positive. It's much easier.
Bob, this has been such an incredible experience. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
What's the one thing from your weight loss formula that I could take back to my friends and family whom are looking to lose weight as well?
I have traveled the country, and I have met so many people that are in need of help. And what I want to be able to do when it comes to working with people is to get the white noise out of their ears. I want to clear the smoke that's in their eyes. To me, that's very important. There's so many messages that are out there, and I wanted to show you that we can clean up everything that's out there and get anyone that is willing to get on track to be on track. That's why my weight loss formula was designed to help as many people as possible. There's so many people out there that want help, and I want to be able to help them. You know, you feel like you have a mission in your life. You want to be able to you want to be able to do whatever it is that's in your calling. You know, you want to figure out what it is, and this is exactly what my calling is. I want to be able to help as many people as I can. Now, also, my weight loss formula is all based on my own philosophy. It works. There are so many things that are out there that are short term, and I want to be able to help people for the long term. I think that, to me, is one of the most important things. It is the key weight loss ingredients are backed by 2 clinical studies. You want to be able to find something that really works, and that's what we have done with my weight loss formula. I think that to me is so important. Not only that, but it's gluten-free, it's dairy-free, it's suitable for vegans and vegetarians, which is very important for me. I want to thank you guys for all being here. You have been a fantastic audience, so thank you. I want to thank those of you at home that have been listening to me. I know that I tend to go on and on, but I feel really passionate about this. I feel like this is something that I was meant to be doing, and whenever I get on a platform to talk about what it is I feel so good about, I can talk all day. I want you guys to remember, it's all about being consistent. It's all about finding a routine and sticking to that routine. Because when you're consistent, you will be able to reach your goals. I want you to focus on your diet. I want you to focus on your exercise. I want you to use the supplements that I want to be able to give to you that are a good and sound and quality product. And when you are consistent, it will work. When you are consistent, it will all work to your advantage. So, thank you very much. Let's get started on our smart 30-minute workout. I've got Jenny here with me. I want you to just follow along. Listen, we're going to be using a step and some weights. If you don't have a step at home, don't worry about it. Anything that we do on the step, you can do on the ground, all right? So don't let that be an excuse not to do this workout. I need you to do this workout. So just stand with your legs just a little bit wider than shoulders apart. Take a deep breath, inhale all the way up. Big deep breath, exhale, drop the arms down. Again, inhale up and exhale. Breathe, lift up. Exhale one more time, all the way up. This time, hold the arms up, hold it right here, and I want you to just reach over to one side. Keep your abs in real strong. Hold it right here. Doesn't matter how far you go over, just think about a nice little stretch. All we're doing right now is warming up the body. Same thing on the other side. Keep your abs engaged. Good, hold it right here. And take both arms straight up. This time, just release the hands, reach all the way up, look up to the ceiling, reach, and now go into a forward bend and just hang down. Hang down right here. Very important to keep your breath. Big, deep breaths in through your nose and exhale, breathing as comfortably as possible. I want to get a lot of oxygen flowing through your system right now. And slowly roll up. We're going to start with a lunge. I just want you to place your right foot forward. You can put it up on top of the step. Hold that lunge position and sink that back knee down. So those of you that are on the ground, you're here, you're just going to drop your knee down and lift. Sink low and come high. We're going to do 10 of those, and you've done 2. This is your 3rd one here. I'm not worried about how far your knee is going down. Again, you're just warming up. I want your abs engaged. Make sure that your knee is right underneath your heel. What number are we on, Jenny?
7.
Good. 7, 8, just 2 more right here. Last one. Now just hold it halfway down. Hold it right there. Keep your abs engaged, and now pull your shoulders back. Now reach up to the sky. Hold it right here. You're having to fire a lot of muscles to hold this position. Work on your balance and coordination. Now drop the arms down, straighten the leg, come back up to a standing position. Let's do the exact same thing on the other side. Place your left foot forward, right foot is back. Make sure that your knee is in line with your heel. Rest your hands on your hips and lower down and up. We're going to do 10 of those. One thing that happens when you really start to engage into your lower body muscles, your legs, you're going to feel your heart rate start to go up. Your heart rate goes up, you're going to be in a fat burning zone. And that's exactly what we want to do. You've got to incorporate working out with a balanced diet to achieve to achieve the results that you want. What number are we on?
8.
8, 2 more. Last one you're gonna hold down. Abs stay engaged. Now reach your arms all the way up to the sky. Hold it right there, perfect. I'm gonna keep you here just for a few more seconds. I know you're starting to feel this right now. Just hold it, breathe, don't hold your breath. A lot of times people tend to wanna hold their breath right now. Don't do it. And drop the arms, straighten the legs, step back. All I wanna see you do is standing lunges. Come forward and back and switch. Beginning with your right foot. Here we go. Sink, up. Good. I'm gonna keep you here just a little while. I wanna see that heart rate starting to go up. I wanna be able to hit all your muscle groups today. We're gonna hit all your upper body, lower body, get a little abs, get a little stretch, and you will be well on your way. Nice. What number are we on, Jenny?
9.
10, you're halfway there. You've got 10 more. Starting to feel that heart rate going up, huh, Jenny? Good. Sink. Watch that front knee. Make sure it's in line with your heel. I don't want to see you hyperextending the knee out. Good. Number?
15.
16. 4 more. Stay with us. 17. 18. Last 2. 19. 1 more. Stand tall. Go into jumping jacks. Let's go. So, stay with Jenny right here, but if you've never done a jumping jack or you haven't done a jumping jack in a long time, you're starting to feel your knees and your ankles, it's just too much, don't worry about it. Follow me with your feet flat on the ground, legs out wide. I want you to just sink down and reach up. Come down and up. So you can take out the jump, but still get the benefit of the heart rate going up. What number?
23.
24, 25, let's go to 30.
Oh.
26, look, she wanted to stop, don't stop. 28, 29, and 30. Hold it out nice and wide. From here, rest your arms forward, shoulders are down and relaxed. I want you to sink down and lift, going into a nice deep squat. One thing to be aware of, I want you to keep your abs in strong, nice flat back, come up and down, sink. Good, feeling your quads, feeling your hamstrings, glutes, tight. Come up and squeeze. Don't just rely on the movement right now. I want you to engage the muscles. Think about where you're working. You sink down, you squeeze, down, squeeze, up. Keep going. Number?
16.
Beautiful. 17, we're gonna go to 20. Last 2. Hold the last one halfway down. Halfway right here. Now extend both arms out to the side. Hold it here. I want you to feel energy shooting out to your fingertips. Reach. I don't want to see you clenching up into your neck. Drop down. Stay right there. Legs should be on fire right now. Nice straight lines. Hold it right here. I'm going to keep you here for about 10 more seconds, then I'm going to let your legs rest for a second. 7 more seconds. 6, 5, last 4, 3, 2, and 1. Stand up tall. Now, from lower body, I want your lower body to rest a little bit while you go into push-up position. You're gonna put your hands on the bench. Remember, if you don't have a bench, you can always put your hands down on the ground. Actually, when you come up onto an incline, it makes it just a little bit easier. If you've got a lot of weight that you're working with right now, all you gotta do is just bring those hands up a little higher. You can always put your hands on the wall. Whatever's more comfortable for you. I just want you to work with us as much as you possibly can. Now, you're in push-up position. I want you to open up your hands just a little bit wider than your shoulders. I want you to think about your chest. Think about a straight line running through your fingers right now. And I want you to drive your chest toward that straight line. Sink down and up. That's a perfect push-up. Sink down. 2. I want to go to 5. Sink and up. 3, 2, 1 more. Hold it right here. Bring the right foot forward into a deep runner stretch. Right here. Good. Drop the back knee down to the ground. Hold that stretch. Good. Stay right there. And take that right foot back. Give me 1 push-up. Bring the left foot forward into a runner stretch. Drop the back knee down. Stay right there. So we're getting a nice stretch, but we're still getting the body moving. We're still being very active. That's what Jenny and I are wanting you to do. So back up into push-up. Let's do it again. 1 push-up. Right foot forward. Sink the knee and bring the chest up nice and tall. Good. Stay there. And back to push-up. Sink. And left foot, knee down. Stay right there. Beautiful. Now we're going to get a nice little twist in our torso. Still engaging the upper body with the push-up. And at any point you want to do the push-up on your knees, feel free. I want you to go back up into push-up position. Give me one push-up. This time again, you're going to bring the right foot forward. I want you to stay on the back knee if you can. If you need to drop down, feel free. And now I want you to just lift the right arm up. Hold right here, a nice little twist in the torso. Keep your abs engaged. Perfect. Put the hand back, leg back. One push-up. Have you noticed we've been doing a lot of push-ups and you don't even know it? You're not even aware of it. Bring the foot forward, off the back, and reach the left arm up. Nice twist. Stay right there. And put the hand down. Again, one push-up. Right foot forward. Twist. Hand back down. We're going to get a little bit more rhythmic. Good. One push-up. Foot forward. And twist. And push-up position. Hold here. Now we're going to combine these two movements. Listen very carefully. I want you to give me one push-up. Right foot forward. Hold it here. Now twist. Good. Bring it back. Sink down a little lower. Good. Come back. Push up. Other side. Place it here. Twist it. Bring it back. Sink a little lower. And back. Hold that push-up position. I don't even know how many push-ups you just did right now. You just did so many. Can you believe it? You're probably thinking, I don't think I've ever did this many push-ups in my life in one sitting. Well, now you have. So stay right there, real strong, and stand up. Good. I don't want you to stop moving, so we're going to go right back into jumping jacks. Let's go. We're going to do 25 jumping jacks right here. You've just gone from a good upper body work. You did lower body just a few minutes ago. Now, here we are, cardio. Cardio is the bread and butter to your weight loss right now. Good. Number?
15.
The next thing we're going to do, we're going to use some weights. We've got 5-pound weights I'm going to have Jenny use right now. Think about light weights if you got a pair. If you don't have any weights, you can use soup cans if you want. I've seen people do it in their homes. It works. Or if you don't have any weights, you can just rely on the resistance that you create yourself. We're lucky enough we've got weights. I want you to grab the weights. Here we go. You're going to go into a shoulder press with your arms just about out at a 90-degree angle. You're going to press straight up and come down. Good. Here we go. Nice, basic shoulder press. Remember, especially if the weights are light, and these are really light for her right now, I want you to think, engage, use your mind as you're doing this work. I want you to come up, squeeze, feel all the muscles in your shoulders and your arms having to use in your body, press straight up. You're using every single muscle. You're concentrating on what you're doing. What number?
10.
We're going to go to 20. Especially with these lighter weights, you can go higher reps. It's another way to get your heart rate up and going. Press. Good. Up. Number?
15.
5 more. We're going to go from shoulders to your back. Nice. At 20, you're going to rest those arms down to your side. And beautiful. With your arms down at your side, now bring your legs a little bit closer than shoulder width apart. I want you to shift your hips all the way back. Keep your abs engaged. I want you to reach your arms forward with your hands in a neutral grip facing each other. All you're going to do is you're going to row those weights up to your chest and lower down. Again, your number is 20. I want you to press forward and pull back, engaging all the muscles in your back. Remember, in this position, it's very important that you keep your abs engaged. There should be no stress in your back. We're building strength in your back. Pull back, forward. Nice. It's as if I'm right there holding onto those weights, and as you're pulling, you feel that resistance. Keep going. Pull back. Pull back. Good. Number?
13.
And 14. Let's get 6 more in. Sink down a little bit lower, Jenny. Pull. Pull. Good. At 20, you're gonna stand right back up. And come up. Bicep curls. Come up. Now, you've probably done a million bicep curls, but here's what I want you to think about. Shoulders down and relaxed. And back. Abs are engaged. Notice how her elbows are dug into the side of her body. Palms stay up. When you come up, squeeze the bicep. And again, squeeze, release. Work on the upper part of the movement and the lower part of the movement. 20 again is our number. You come up, squeeze, and then lower down. Good. This series, we're gonna go through it one more time before I let your upper body relax. That's it. You're looking really good. Give me a number.
17.
18, last two. One more. So now you know the three movements that we're gonna do. We're gonna start shoulder press first. Let's go. Now I want you to think about speed, especially if you've got lighter weight. As long as you're giving me good form, which Jenny is, then you can start to pick up your speed just a little bit more. Good, we're just gonna start hammering out these reps. Keep your abs engaged. Back is straight. Legs are strong. From those, we're gonna go right into the rows.
15.
5 more. Thank you. 18, stay with us. I know you're with us. 19, one more. Bring those legs a little closer together and row. Row. I'm looking for speed right now. That's it. Pull. Never sacrifice form when you're giving me speed. Look at this. She's doing it exactly right. I want you to stay right with Jenny. Good. Abs stay engaged. I want you to press those arms forward, pull back. Think about your elbows shooting up to your ceiling. Pull up, up, good. Pull. You got it? What number?
18.
2 more. And stand up tall, bicep curls. This time we're gonna change the biceps just a little bit. I want you to bring it in to a hammer curl so the hands are on a neutral grip. Come up and squeeze. Good. Up. Lift. I gotta get your heart rate up and going. So after this, we're gonna go for that little bit of a cardio burst. Just a little bit of that cardio burst, and you're not going to put your weights down. Curl. Number?
12.
That's it, Jenny. Pick up that speed. Let's go. Curl. Up. Strong. Lift. That's it.
One more.
And stand up tall. We're gonna go into a side lunge, keeping the weights in your hands with your legs together. I want you to step out nice and wide. I want you to sink down, come up, and switch. Step, lunge, come up. Side. That's 4, 5. Now, here's what I really want you to think about. I want you to think about your hips shooting to the back of your room and coming up. Exactly. Sink, lift. If the weights are ever getting to be too much, drop the weights. Don't drop them on your foot, but get them out of your hands. I'm gonna keep these weights in Jenny's hand because she can take it. Down, up. Heart rate's going back up, right?
Yes.
That's right. Give me a number.
14.
Beautiful. And 16, 17, 18, 19, and come forward right here. Turn to one side, sink in deep, and tricep kickbacks. Good. So with these tricep kickbacks, I want those elbows shooting up to the sky. Come up. When you extend the arms, I want you to flex the tricep. Squeeze. Good. Squeeze. Press. Press. Going to 20 on these. I'm gonna keep you going. Give me a number.
12.
Excellent. 8 more. Stay with us. Press. 15. Last 5. 16. 17. 18. One more. Stand forward toward us. Keep the weights in your hand. If you drop them down, try to pick them right back up because we're going to go into a series of jumping jacks with the weights in hand. But from here, if you've got those weights in your hand, I want you to think about a shoulder press that we did before, but adding the lower body. So we jump, jump. If you've never done jumping jacks with weights in your hand, your form is very important. I don't want those arms flying out to the side. Too much stress on your rotators. I want you to keep them in tight, press up. All that movement's coming into the legs. Good. Abs stay strong. Stay with us. Remember 25 of those jumping jacks, you got it?
25.
And we go right back into those side lunges. Let's go. Down, up, down, and up. Sink. 5, you're looking real good. Stay with us. I know you're doing good. Remember, you can't just watch what you're eating. You can't just exercise. You've got to put everything together. You put everything together, you're going to achieve the results that you want to achieve. Good. Sink. The smart 30-minute workout. Look at you.
This is 15.
That's 15. She's like, Bob, I know. Keep counting. That's why she has to count, because I'd be like, what are we on, like 4 or 5? And last one. This is 20 right there. Yes?
Yes.
Swing around, tricep kickbacks. Here we go. Exact same form. Now, I want you to really lean in, elbows fly them up high, and shoot back. Good. That's it. You got this. You're looking real good. Remember, you combine my supplements with workout and nutrition, you will achieve the results that you want to achieve. You got to put the work in. Here is the work. You put in the work in the kitchen, you put in the work in the gym, and you are consistent. That is the key. You've got to be consistent. You can't just do this workout every once in a while. You can't just like eat a salad every once in a while. It's what you do on a day-to-day basis. No, we're not stopping. We're doing the jumping jacks, remember?
That's right.
Don't stop. Let's go. Push. 25. Jenny's got a nice little sweat going. I hope that you do. That's it. Strong. Up, 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 up. That's it. Almost done with this. I'm going to get you on the floor for some good ab work. Stay with us. Press. It's like the ceiling's coming down on you. You push. Good. From there, I want you to just drop those weights. I'll take the weights from you. Just get your breath. Stay right there. Take a big deep breath. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, arm out to the side. Now from here, all I want you to do is twist from one side. Twist to the other. Twist, abs in. Hips stay forward. Try to turn your torso as much as possible with your hips staying in line. Twist. That's it. Twist, twist. One more each side. And bring your hands back behind your head. All I want to see you do is bring your right knee to your left elbow. You're going to come up, twist, other side, twist. Let's go. Twist, up. So, I like doing a little ab work on this, standing up. Of course, all the ab work that we do on the floor is very important, but this requires balance. This requires a little bit more coordination. So, keep going, up, twist, bring the knee up high, lift, lift, that's it, up. Let's do 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Just release the arms down. I want you to turn your right foot over to the side. I want you to just reach your arms out. I want you to lower down, touch, come up, and release. Again, up, reach, touch, come up, and release. Again, up, reach it out, and come back up. If you don't have the flexibility to go all the way down to your ankle, work at your level. So if that means that you're just going right toward the knee, that's great, because you're still engaging your abdominals, working your obliques, What number are we on? Down. Hold it here on 10. Hold it right there. Pull your abs in real strong. Reach all the way up as high as you can. Stay right there. Feeling a good stretch in your hamstring, but still engaging your abdominals. Hold it and come up. Other side. Turn the toes out. Extend, down, up, and tall. Extend, out, up. That's 2. We got 8 more of these. Reach. Again. Really get that good extension right there. Up, tall. Reach, touch. 10 of these, and you're gonna hold the last one. Out. You're looking real good. Extend. You're gonna hold on 10. What's this? This is 10 right here. Yes. Hold it right there. Hold it. Watch your hips. Look up to the ceiling. Abs are engaged. Nice. Stay right there. And come up. Release the arms. Go ahead and lie on your back. Good. From your ab crunches, all I want you to do is, with yourself on your back, I want you to place your feet on the ground, so bring your feet up since you're on that platform. Bring your feet up, hands behind your head, and crunch. Good, crunch. A lot of people always ask me, what do I need to do to really work my midsection? And I'll tell you, it's about diet, it's about cardio, and it's about abdominal work. Good. Crunch, up, abs are engaged. Think about your shoulders leaving the mat, leaving the floor, whatever's more comfortable for you. Come up, up, good. What number? Nice, 19. This time hold this last one up, hold it here, hold it, reach your arms up to the sky, and lift, lift, up, real strong. 4, 5, that's it, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 10 more, 11, 12, 13, anytime your neck starts to bother you, feel free, 16, 17, 18, 19, and relax. Just hug your knees into your chest. Hold here, just hugging your knees in. We're gonna do one more set. Straightforward, easy crunches. From here, we're lifting up. It's real basic right now. There's plenty of different abdominal exercises that you can do, but for now, I'm gonna keep it just straightforward. I want you to really think about your body right now. You're just starting this workout. If you've never worked out, you haven't worked out in a long time, trust me, there'll be plenty of times for you to do all different kinds of ab exercises. But for now, keeping it old school, just keeping it old and basic. 20 is your number. 17, 18, 19, last one, hold it up. And now reach your arms up and pulse. 2, 3, 4. You're looking great, Jenny. You're almost there. And I know you're looking great there at home. I haven't forgotten about you. I haven't forgotten. I see you. I can see right through the TV. I see you. Good. 15, yes? 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. Relax, hug your knees into your chest. When you're ready, go ahead and just sit up. Good. Facing us. From here, on the ground, I want you to extend out one leg. Reach your arms all the way up as high as you can and go into a forward bend stretch. Remember, you don't need a bench to do this. You can be flat on the ground. If you are flat on the ground, just drop that knee down to one side and just hold the stretch. Remember, also, wherever you're more comfortable. If you can only reach down to your knee, that's fine. because you being here and her being right there, you're gonna be feeling the exact same stretch. She just has to go farther to reach that same stretch. So just stay here and breathe. Good. Come up, switch legs, reach high and reach forward. Hold here. Keep your abs engaged. You're on the ground. I want you to think about trying to get that back knee as low down to the floor as you possibly can. Stay here just for a few more seconds. And come up. Take your one leg, cross over, twist to one side, look over your shoulder. Good. Nice. Just trying to look toward the back room. Stay right there. And release. Same thing, other side. Cross over and twist. Just relax. Hold this stretch. Just for a few more seconds. And come forward. Take yourself into a squatted position, right into a forward bend. Hang down. Just where you started, basically, that's where you're going to end. Your body's a lot more warmed up. You can feel that you can go just a little bit farther in your stretching. I don't want you to bounce into your stretch. I want you to just go to wherever is comfortable for you. It's not about that ballistic kind of bouncing. It's all about just letting your body naturally go where it wants to go right now. Tomorrow, you could have more flexibility or less flexibility. As long as you continue to keep this path and be consistent, you will achieve what you want to achieve. Now, relax the arms, let them hang down. With your abs in real strong, slowly roll all the way up. Stand up real tall, take a deep breath. Inhale with your feet together. Relax, drop your ear to one side, hold right there. These last few seconds, all you're doing right now is getting your breath back. Energy is real strong in your body. Take a deep breath, inhale all the way up. Exhale, other side. Beautiful. Clear head, clear mind, clear body. That's what we're trying to achieve in this smart 30-minute workout. Take another deep breath, inhale all the way up. This time, hold it up on the top, clasp all your fingers except your index finger, pull your arms back, try to drop your head back even, feel a nice stretch. Jenny's got great flexibility right now. If you can't go back this far, it's fine. Just feel what you can feel. Stand up tall, release your arms down to the sides. One more, big deep breath, inhale all the way up. Exhale, and you have just completed your smart 30-minute workout. Excellent job, Jenny. One of the #1 questions I get on a daily basis is, Bob, what should I be eating to lose weight? First of all, let me tell you how important it is that you do eat to lose weight. While everybody is different, I want to break it down for you in the simplest terms. We are going to be talking about your breakfast, your lunch, and your dinner. And there's going to be a nice cohesive theme to your day. And I cannot stress this enough. You have to be consistent in my weight loss formula plan. It is all about that consistency. So let me just tell you this. The first thing I want you to think about is 30 minutes before your meal of breakfast, lunch, or dinner, you're gonna have my weight loss formula. 30 minutes before you eat, and a nice big glass of water, and then we'll talk about what you should be eating. But it's all about getting yourself on my plan, and if you keep on this plan, you will definitely see the results that you want. First, breakfast. When it comes to your breakfast, 30 minutes before you eat, have my smart weight loss formula. Now, what are you gonna eat after that? It could be a nice bowl of oatmeal with some berries, some almonds. It could be a nice fresh fruit. It could be egg whites, or it could be eggs if you choose to eat eggs. I tell people that they should really focus more on egg whites. It's gonna be lower in fat, lower in calories, and have that with whole grain breads. If you want cereal, there's plenty of great cereals out there that you can have. Lunch, again, here's your theme. 30 minutes before you eat, have my Smart Weight Loss formula with a glass of water, and then let's talk about what you could be having. If you wanted to have a big salad, you wanted to make sure that there's a little bit of protein, a little bit of carbs, and a little bit of fat in all 3 of your meals. It's very important that you hit those. If you're having protein, have your lean proteins, like lean turkey, lean chicken, the leanest cut of your beef if you're gonna have beef. Fish is another great source of protein for you. If you want to have more plant-based proteins, stick with your beans. There's tofu that you could have. There's quinoa. There's all these different choices out there for you to have. Now, with all the things that I'm trying to tell you, now it's dinner time. Dinner, I want you to, again, have my Smart Weight Loss formula 30 minutes before, and that would be the one meal that I would want you to really concentrate on going lean and green. I say it all the time. If you go with your lean proteins and all the vegetables and salad that you want, dinner time would be the one time that I would want you to really stay away from those complex carbohydrates, because that's a fuel source. Your chances are you're not gonna be going for a workout before you go to bed. So if you really stick to this plan will work, and you get up the next day and you do it all over again. Think about your theme. 30 minutes before you eat, have my Smart Weight Loss formula with a glass of water, stick to a nice protein, a nice carb, and a nice fat, and that will be your day when it comes to eating. Remember how important it is. You've got to eat to lose weight, and when you incorporate this with your workouts, you will be able to achieve the results that you want. So let's talk about the foods that I want you to have in your refrigerator or in your kitchen at home. I think that it's very important to have plenty of fresh fruits and vegetables. When you go to the grocery store, I want you to shop on the outer perimeters, right? That's where you're gonna find all your good sources of protein. You're gonna find all your fresh fruits, all your vegetables. This is what I really want you to fill up on, because let me tell you, in my years of working in the fitness business, no one is ever gonna gain weight from eating broccoli. No one's ever gonna gain weight from eating all the fresh fruits. I have a lot of people that come up to me and say, well, Bob, what kind of fruits should I be having? Isn't there a lot of sugar in certain fruits like carrots or beets or whatever the case may be? And I will tell you that I am much more interested in the sugars that you would be having from all the junk food that's out there, as opposed to the sugar that you're gonna find in raspberries, blueberries, apples, oranges, whatever the case may be. And I know, I get it. I know that there are gonna be times where you're gonna want junk food. I'm telling you, I'm not saying that you can never have it. I'm just saying that I want you to be more sensible, and I want you to choose wisely and get more nutrient-dense foods in your system, as opposed to relying on those quick fixes that are out there. Let's talk about parties. You're gonna find yourself in a social situation, and I wanna give you a couple of tips that are gonna help you make it through it painlessly. First, I want you to limit your alcohol. Alcohol tends to lower your inhibitions and lower your resolve. Second, make sure you go into that party with a full stomach, so you're more likely to say no to the things that you know you should be saying no to. But now let's face it, we all could get off track. We can always get back on track the next day. So if you found that you ate the things that you shouldn't have necessarily been having, you had a few too many drinks, the next day, just get back on my Smart Weight Loss formula, get your workout in, watch what you're eating. Don't beat yourself up what you did in the past. Focus on what you can do today. Let's talk about hydration. I know you've heard it before. You've heard it till you're probably blue in the face, but I've got to tell you again, you should be having at least 8 to 10 large glasses of water a day. I know so many people that start feeling hungry. Chances are you're probably dehydrated. Have a glass of water before you decide whether it's time for you to eat something or not. If you follow that simple tip and you keep your body hydrated, your body will be working for you as opposed to against you. I've been talking a lot about what you should be eating for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and I've been saying you should have a little bit of protein, you should have a little bit of carbs, and a little bit of fat. Now, let's talk about specifically what I would want you to have. Make sure that you're going for the lean proteins. Lean chicken, lean turkey. I want you to go with fish. The white fish is a really good. Salmon is a really good fatty fish for you, for fats. And also, I want you to think about your beans, quinoa. These are other really good sources of protein for you to have. Brown rice also has some protein in it. Even your broccoli, even a lot of your vegetables have a small source of protein. Now, when it comes to your carbohydrates, this is what I want you to think about. Carbohydrates are really important for the front part of your day. So you have them for breakfast and lunch. Stay away from them at dinner time. Carbohydrates could be your whole wheat pastas, your whole grains, your brown rice. Quinoa is also a protein and a good carbohydrate. These are a few good carbohydrate choices for you to have. Now, vegetables, sky's the limit. You can have every kind of vegetable you want and eat as much of it as you want. The fats I want you to think about getting are the fats like I mentioned in your salmon. If you wanted to get them from your nuts, walnuts, almonds, I want you to gear toward dry roasted or raw nuts as opposed to those really salty nuts. I find that to be a better choice for you. And also avocado. Avocado is a great source of fat. So let's talk about what your plate should look like. You've got your portion of protein, you've got your portion of complex carbohydrates. Now, when it comes to your vegetables, sky's the limit. You can have as much of it as you want. That's my tip for you when it comes to your eating. You've got to watch your portion sizes. I really do believe that people are eating way too much. You could be eating way too much of the good stuff. If you really watch the size of the food that you're having, you will absolutely see the results. I'm going to show you how to do a plank. One of the best abdominal core strength exercises that you can do that does not require any equipment except for your body and your body weight. I want you to get down on the floor. It's as if you're in a push-up position, but instead of your hands, I'm going to want you to go onto your forearms. With your arms bent at a 90-degree angle, just above and below your shoulders, say right here, shoulders and elbows in line. Bringing the hands together, back is flat. Just keep your neck in a neutral position, pointed straight down. There should be no stress whatsoever in your neck, but you are feeling every bit of your abdominals have to hold you in this position. It's very important not to have your butt up too high or down too low, just like in a push-up position. The more flat your back is, the better. Now really engage your abdominals. From this position, if you wanted to increase the intensity, by rocking your hips slowly from side to side to really focus on your obliques. Hold center. You can even lift the hips up and lower down to get a little bit more. But for now, focus on the plank and only. And if you can hold this for 30 seconds up to a minute, you're going to be getting those abs you've been looking for. You see sit-ups in every single DVD out there, every single gym I've ever gone to. People are always wanting to work their midsection. I'm gonna show you the proper form for a regular sit-up. What I want you to do is get on your back. Now, the first thing you do is press your lower back into the mat, okay? I want you to make that connection to the floor and then never leave that. With your legs shoulder-width apart, feet planted firmly on the ground, knees pointed straight up to the sky. Take your hands back behind your head. Now, from here, you rest the weight of your head into your hands. I don't want to see you pull on the neck. Imagine there's a tennis ball from your chin to your chest. And then the movement is lifting your shoulders up. Think about the chest coming up and then lower down. You don't need to worry about going all the way up to the top. What you concentrate on is your abdominal contraction. You lift up, you exhale, and you hold there and lower down. Slower the better when it comes to abdominals. Concentrate, making sure that that lower back is pressed into the floor. lift up, and then from here, you can always move from side to side. You can add the lower body, but the key is to always, always have that lower back flushed in, not pulling on your head, and concentrating on that lift and contraction. That's your sit-up. We've got a My Trainer Bob challenge for you. You're gonna be giving me 50 Genghis Khan burpees. 50, Roxy. Here's what I want you to do. With your legs just about shoulder width apart, toes pointed forward, I want you to go into a half squat. Go down deep, reach your arms forward. Make sure your body weight is in your heels. Now, here is your starting point, okay? You're gonna drop your hands down, jump back, come forward, and reach up. That's one. We're doing 50. Begin. Remember, when you're doing this, try to jump those feet as lightly as you can. The lighter you go onto the backs of your feet, the more ab strength you have to use. Jump back and down. Staying down low when you do that, Roxy. Reach those arms forward, sink, and up. Keep going. Try to stay on her pace right now. No faster, no slower. We can try to change up the speed a little bit, but for now, get into a good rhythm. You're in a good rhythm. What number is that?
12.
Remember, when you're doing this, you got to keep your body weight into your heels to protect your knees. You keep your abs engaged. You reach your arms all the way out as much as you can. Jump back, down. Good. What do we got?
17.
What number?
17.
Good. Now, we're going to have a little fun, Roxy and I. Well, I'm going to have fun watching Roxy do this. Because now what I want you to do, Roxy, add a push-up. Jump down. Right. Try to save the dirty looks for when we're done, Roxy. Keep going. Oh, look at that. Strong. And if you can, do 50 push-ups with these burpees. Great. Good. Take the push-up out, Roxy, and just go right back into it. Jump back. What number? 31, 32, almost done. I know, it's a challenge, it's tough. Just keep going. Breathe, sink, stick that butt all the way out. Body weight stays in the heels. Tell me when we have 10 more.
40.
Nice, okay, 10 more with Roxy. We're jumping back, forward, abs are engaged. You are utilizing every single muscle in your body to do this. Jump back. Good, what number?
46.
46, 47, 48, 49, one more. Hold it here, sink down. That's it, body weight into your heels. Stay right there, reach your arms forward. I know you're wanting to come out of this. I know your legs are burning. I know you're tired, but it is my duty. It is my job to challenge you. So stay there just a few more seconds. Try to sink down just a little bit more. That's right, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, relax. Try not to fall to the floor when you've done. You want to stand up, but that was excellent job, Roxy, excellent job. All right, so I've got a My Trainer Bob challenge for you. We're gonna do 100 tricep dips. 100. Roxy, are you ready, sweetheart? You can do this on a chair. If you've got a platform that you can use, great. Go ahead and have a seat. First thing I want you to think about, make sure that your fingers are pointed towards your knees. Now, shoulders are gonna be in line, abs in strong, push the body out. Feet are flat down on the ground. I want to make sure that you keep your butt close to the step. Keep that butt close to the step. And now, here we go. We're gonna do 100 of them. Down and lift, begin. Roxy, you're gonna count. I really want you to drive your hips more toward the bench. Make sure that you pull your shoulders back, sink down and up, down and up. Tell me when we get to 25, because then we're gonna go into one-legged tricep dips. What number are we on?
14.
14, good. When you're doing these, make sure that you shoot your elbows to the back of the room, knees pointed to the front, really drive that butt closer to the bench. What number are we on?
23.
24, 25. Extend one leg out and keep going. Down and lift. Remember, this is a challenge. It's supposed to be challenging. Keep your abs engaged. Down and lift. If that leg gets tired, you can cross it over. Good, as long as you don't stop. Remember, these challenges are meant to push you outside of your comfort zone. Are you comfortable, Roxy?
No.
That's right. Then that means you're doing a My Trainer Bob challenge. What number, babe?
17.
Good. Keep going. We're about to switch legs. And 2 more. Other leg. So my count means that we're at 50. We're halfway there. Let's burn them out. Let's go. I know you're dying in there too. Keep going. Push down and lift. If you need to stop, stop for a few seconds, get a break and come back. You're not going to stop though, right? Keep going. Down and lift. So really start to think about what you're doing right now. You're focusing on the backs of your arms. Arms should be lit up right now. Almost done. Come on, this is only a couple of minutes out of your life and then you're going to get to rest. Where are we?
23.
And now we're going to finish off these last 25 feet flat. And now burn them out. Go. Down, lift, down, lift. Good. Remember, we're going to 100. You're almost there. Push, push, push. This is your challenge. Let's go. Down and lift. Roxy, count them out. Where are we?
12.
13, 14, 15. 10 more to 100. Good.
20.
21, 22, 23, 24, 25. Have a seat. Take that left arm over your head. Get a good stretch in your triceps. Hold it right there. Excellent job. And switch arms. She's breathing heavy. Are you breathing heavy? You better be breathing heavy. It's a challenge. And relax. All right, so I've got a My Trainer Bob ab challenge for you. Go ahead and have a seat down on the ground. Roxy, bring your knees together. We're gonna start with a boat twist here. Knees together, reach your arms forward. Now, I want a nice straight line from your head all the way down to your tailbone. Keep it nice straight here. Keep your feet planted on the ground, abs in strong, and all I want you to give me are side twists. We're gonna do 25 of these. Twist, twist, side, good. Really think about the trunk rotation as she moves from side to side. From 25, I'm gonna have you pick your feet up off the ground. What number are we on? Good. Really think about the chest staying up nice and tall here. Don't round the back, reach it out. We're gonna do 100-ish, 100-ish sit-ups. Okay, what number? And lift the feet up, and side, side. Exact same thing, but now you really have to force your abs to work just a little bit harder. If you're not able to pick your feet up off the ground like Roxy's doing right now, keep your feet down. As long as you keep going. Remember, we're shooting for 100-ish. Keep going, side to side. Remember, we're going to 25 here. Is that it? Now, from there, I want you to keep the feet up off the ground, reach your arms forward, and now just bring your knees in. 25 of these. In, abs, strong, knees, in, tuck, 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 tuck. That's right. Almost. Hold it, keep going. And on 25, I want you to hold it. Good. Stay right there, bring those knees in a little bit more. Stay right there. Hold it. We're at 75, right? Because then we're gonna go onto our backs and do bicycles for 25, but I don't want you to go yet. Try to extend your legs up, reach, hold it, bring the knees in, all the way, sit up nice and tall. Keep those abs engaged. If you feel any stress in your back, rest, put your feet down on the ground. But now from here, roll onto your back, hands behind your head, don't stop, and go into bicycle legs. Slow right now. Get the position, opposite elbow to the opposite knee. We're going again for 25. We're gonna end up having 100 sit-ups in this My Trainer Bob challenge. Keep going. The stronger you are, you can get your legs more parallel to the ground. Really twist the upper body. What number?
25.
Hold it right there on one side. I know you're ready to stop, but don't stop just yet. Keep the elbow in the knee, go back to the other side. This is where I said 100-ish. Here's your ish. Stay right there and relax. Sit up.